And yeah, we're going to play a new game today. Get on in here. Let's get the chat up. Yeah, and I have a huge, heavy bag of your questions that I've been saving for years because I print them out and they become clutter on my desk. And we've stopped getting newspapers and all kinds of stuff. And Robert said, you know, honey, if you'll save those things for me, I can use them to start fires. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go down. I mean, it's deep too. And I'm going to grab some papers and we're going to answer some questions. So get on in here. Sister Patty is not feeling well, and we both forgot what day yesterday was. I thought it was Friday all day long. I wanted pizza for dinner, and you know what? We had pizza for dinner. Uh, but about 11 o'clock last night, I realized it was Wednesday, and today was question and answer day. And Patty was chatting with me, and I just said, let's play a game tomorrow. I've got all the questions. I mean, I got a stack this high in this bag full of questions. And this is going to be a fun way to do it. I'm just going to pull out. I'm just going to randomly pull out some questions. That's one. I need about 5 sheets. And I don't date these, so I don't have a clue how old they are. Let me need to get a couple more. 3, 4. Oh, wow. This is one that printed the front and back. Y'all know how I hate that. You know how I hate that. And that's been a while. Anyone. But anyway, I've got 5 sheets, which would be about, well, one page has sheets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This one page has 10 questions on it. And then this page has 4 questions. This page has 4 questions. This page has 2 questions. And this page has 3 questions. Okay. Are y'all ready? My hair's a little nasty today. It's just been so well, we've had rain. We have had 4 inches of rain, but my hair is so dry. I just didn't have the heart to wash it last night, and I'm going to try to hold off till tomorrow. So if you see me with the greasy head, that's why. Because I take the bottoms of my hair and rub it up here because the hair gets really dry this time of year. So I got my heart cup. We were talking about St. Therese yesterday. And got about a half a cup of coffee, and we are ready to go. Announcements. Get your calendars ordered, y'all. They'll be back at work on Tuesday, and they will start shipping them out. And let's get going. Patty went to the doctor yesterday, and she was so blessed. The doctor at the urgent care was a doctor that used to date her daughter, and they dated for a couple of years, and he went to her 50th birthday party, which was a big deal. We had a big deal out of it. And he's just a sweet guy. And his father had gone through the shingles, and he had done all the research over it, and it's amazing how God puts people in our path. So she got some good information, and she just can't really. I don't ever use conditioner, Carla. Carla says she only puts conditioner on her hair from the neck down. Yeah, this is anyway, I'll get through it. So I've got some questions here. Whew. Are you ready? Buckle up, Buttercup. I have a small. Oh, get your calendars. We're gonna start this book on Monday. Yeah, it's gonna be holiday. I'm gonna do a show. Okay, get on in here. I have a small septic tank and have to wait 24 hours to do another load. I wash towels in one load and clothes in another. I bought new colored washcloths to hide stains, but now my white towels are blue green. I bleached my white towels, but they still have the color bled on them. Will it ever come out? Probably not. Probably not. There are some things you can buy at the store that will take that bleed color out, but if you have a septic tank, you should not really be bleaching stuff, because that kills the anaerobic activity in your septic tank. That may be, and you may need to have your septic tank pumped. It could be full, and it could ruin your field tile, your drainage area, if it's too full. So get that septic tank pumped. I write it on my calendar, and we're into the 5th year. We're into the 4th year of our septic tank being pumped, but it's just me and Robert. Robert says we need to do it every 5 years. So this year we're going to get it done. We're going to get it done. Now there's a guy that runs a septic tank system, and he does YouTube videos, and he's up in Asheville, or I think Weaverville is where his home base is. And he says, let it go. We love to fix these things. And it's $1,500, but just to get it pumped, if there's not a problem, it's not that bad. So take care of your home, and your home will take care of you. But I don't think you can get the color out of them. I mean, you might want to dye them a different color, or have, tie dye them. Have fun with it. Will it ever come out? No. I have a lot of books, study books from Bible studies I've been in, cards, letters, medical papers. How do I decide what to keep and what to toss? Well, books, we all love books. I mean, even if I listen to a book on audio, I'm buying the book. Mainly, I wouldn't buy the book. I wouldn't buy the book unless I like the author, and I like to support the author. And I like my books. In fact, I've been looking for a Bible study book. Touch Sheets has been reading a portion of his father's, Dan Sheets, book, a devotional book that he did called The Gold That Washed Ashore, or something like that. And it's out of print. I've been on eBay and Amazon, and I can't find it. Only place I can find it is in Canada, and they want $65 for it. So I'm going to keep looking for the book, but he's been doing it's 90-day devotional, and I love it. I keep what is it? Crossroads has a devotional book. Daily guides guidepost. We've been in that several times, and it's just I keep them even though they're specific for a year. I like my books, and I do declutter them. Robert took a bunch of them off, but I do research too. I do a lot of research on different things, and I like having the books. You never know when your electronics aren't going to work, especially if you've read the books that were uh, 24 hours after. I can't remember the author's name. Justin and I read the books a few years ago, and we keep up with them like crazy. Every time this author comes out with a book, we read it. But I have cards and letters. I have a hat box. Well, I don't think it's a hat box, but it's a painted box that has sunflowers on it. And I keep my cards and stuff in that from every Christmas. One day I'm going to look back through them. Medical papers, I have my medical papers. They're in a control journal. How do you decide what to keep and what to toss? Well, if it's over 5 years old, I would probably toss the medical papers because your health changes. But people don't write letters anymore. And if you've got letters, hold on to those. Because someday your family may get some history out of it. I was wondering what your favorite version of the Bible is and which one you recommend for study and reading. I take turns. Right now I'm reading the New International Version, and I've read the Passion, the Message Bible. Tim Sheets uses a lot, and so does Krista Bullock. But I just take turnabout. I don't get stuck on one, and you can listen to audio Bible in lots of different versions on Bible Hub or Bible.com. Are bath towels and cloths changed out during weekly home blessing? No, 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 no. Weekly home blessing is just the 7 things we do. Now, if you want, we switch and swipe our bathroom every day, and I either use whitewashed cloths to dry hands, and I have a little basket of those. But I also have those paper towels that come in a box that hang up on your rack for when we have company. And I have that, and it just pulls out 1 paper towel per person. Is it okay to have my feather dusters in a vase on the refrigerator? I don't have room where I can put them in a window. Well, it's not very often you get sunlight up on your refrigerator, and the refrigerator has hot air comes up around it. So it's better to put it in a colder, dry place. And maybe you need to declutter something. But I put my feather dusters in the light, because dust mites do not like the light. Dust mites don't like the cold either. Because I have a pair of boots that I wore Thanksgiving. I guess it was. And I love my boots. I had them put up in a Ziploc old. My Epsom salt comes in these heavy duty bags, and they're great for putting shoes in. So I hold on to those bags and put stuff in them and set it, just set it in my closet, because I put them on and they must have had dust mites in them. But put your boots in a bag and put them in your freezer. And that's a good thing to do if you've had your feather duster sitting out in the middle of I never thought of this before. This minute, put your feather dust in the freezer for a couple of days. Is my sister in here? I don't see her yet. There she is. She has a hard time typing, y'all. She has to type with one finger because this rash is on her hand and her hand is swollen. How can I help support FlyLady if I don't have funds available to order? Don't worry about it. Be in the chat. Help people. Don't worry about that. I mean, we sell products to keep things going, and we appreciate all that everybody does, all that you purchase and donate and all kinds of stuff. We do have a donate button, but I never mention it. But hey, do the system, share the system with others, share our videos, click like and subscribe and the little bell icon. And just when we come on, just start sharing in all your social media platforms. I work outside the house and my husband is a stay-at-home father. Should I try to involve him in the daily missions and zones? You know, he didn't join. Now, if you want to tell him about what we're doing and how I help them get organized, we would love to have another guy in the chat. You know, Peter and TJ's and Justin are about the only guys we ever have in here. But he has to be willing to want to do it. And I don't want you to push FlyLady down his throat. Now, if you want to print out the flight plan every day and put that on the counter for you so that you remember to look at it, then fine. But don't push FlyLady down his throat. He's got his hands full. Now, he probably needs me, but he's got to want to do it. But don't manipulate either. And that's what your control journal is all about, is having a place where you put everything you do down. And it's just a guide. Back before Patty was getting ready to go on a Christmas trip with Alexander and Phil went on a Christmas party with his buds, family mainly, and he was getting home late. And I said, Patty, why don't you make a list for him? And she said, Marla, that would not go over well. And I said, why? And he said, he's been traveling his whole life. I don't need to tell him what to pack. And we just laughed. And I said, you're right. I can't pack for Robert either. How often do we wash curtains? Well, sometimes curtains don't need to be washed. They need to be vacuumed because they get dust on them. A multi-one, maybe you need to sweep them. Maybe you just need to throw them in the dryer. But you have to be careful with what they're made of. The only curtain I have in the house is right here to block the morning sun. And I've got them pushed back because I want the morning sun, because right now it's kind of straight up and down and I need the light in the room. But seasonally, spring, dust in the wintertime, the doors aren't open up, probably just in the spring, once a year. What's the best way to clean shower glass doors? They look very dull and cloudy. Well, you want to own those glass doors? It's soap scum. It is soap that you have used on your body. And this purple rag is the best way to clean them. It really is. Now we have Rubber Scrubber. I keep one of these and one of these in my tub. I don't use the shower. I can use a shower, but I don't often. But I wipe my tub down every time I'm in the bathtub with a purple rag, and it keeps everything looking good. Good. The shower doors are just covered in soap scum. And all you got to do is take a wet one of these and scrub it. You don't even need soap because the soap's already on the door. And just keep going. Now we have let me find this. Get this right here. This is our broom, and it comes in the complete pack. And it has a squeegee on it. And it's good to scrub your doors with and then squeegee them afterwards. You can take your mop and use that to wipe down your shower doors. But you got to get the soap scum off first. And I would just, while you got conditioner on your hair from the neck down, I like that idea. While you got conditioner on your hair, you have to leave it on 2 minutes. Scrub a little area. 2 minutes. Just scrub this little area with your purple rag. Or take your rubber scrubber. And we do have these kitchen scrubbers that are really good. They're really good in the bathroom too. I've used them on my face. I've used them on my knees and elbows. And they're just good for scrubbing things. So 2 minutes. And you'll have a rag that's covered in soap. Microfiber rags with hair conditioner will get the soap off the glass and the walls. It's a secret that very few people know, and it works. Oh my! I didn't know that. I learned something new today. I might try that on Robert's shower doors. Okay. Moving right. Oh, this is one that's front and back. I hate it when the printer does that. And it takes me months to figure out how to stop it. How often do we clean our appliances, such as the stove and the microwave? We typically do this every few months. Is that enough? Well, yesterday I spent a couple of hours putting in the zones for all of 2024. 2 months into 2025. And I was so thankful for my little FlyLady calendar because I was able to utilize it. I hadn't started using it yet because I'm going to start using it January 1st. But there it was. And I just took my little pink highlighter and the numbers that I had to click off, and I was just lickety split through the whole year. Every second week of the month. Let me get out a calendar and show you. I'm about to have an avalanche. Okay. This is a little calendar. This isn't the one I was using yesterday. So the first week in January is zone 1. The second week in January is zone 2. Well, usually the first falls somewhere during the middle of the week. But if it falls on a Saturday or a Monday, it messes with things a little bit. But this is usually zone 2. Once a month, you can wipe down your appliances. Once a month. If you use a microwave and you notice it's really dirty, then wipe it down. Take your rack out of. I have a little turnstile in mine. I'm running through the dishwasher every once in a while. If something bubbles up, clean it right then when you see it happen. So yeah, Clean your microwave. Well, I wipe my stove down every time I cook. Every time I cook. Yesterday I splattered grease everywhere. And I had to wipe it down right then. So if you make a mess, clean it up. If you spill something on the floor, clean it up. When shining our sinks, are we supposed to bleach and soak them every night? No, this is a one-time occurrence. And if you have a septic tank, I wouldn't even recommend bleach then. But wipe it down. Robert rinses out the cat food cans to put into the recycling. And every night I take a rag or a paper towel and wipe out the sink where he doesn't clean the sink like I do. I'm not going to force it down his throat to clean it like FlyLady does. He has to put up with FlyLady every day. So I just get the sink looking shiny before I go to bed. Just wipe it dry, maybe a sprit of Windex, and you're good to go. So no, don't bleach and soak every night. That's just not, unless you've cleaned a chicken in it. Unless you've, washed a chicken, I would recommend a bleach wipe or something to wipe out the sink. I don't like chicken juice. I am new here. Are there any chat rooms for us fly babies? No, because you'd stay in them all the time. I know you. We've had chat rooms. I had to do away with it because some people got a little bit too, let's just say, they were mean to other people. And I can't handle mean. I can't handle mean. So we got Julie and Sage that come into when we have a marathon. I'll run that on Saturday, and then you can talk to each other. We have the chats going every day here, and you can talk while we're answering questions or doing whatever we're doing. But on Saturday, I'll run a marathon. It'll run 3 or 4, maybe 5 hours. It's run 6 hours before. And you can jump in and out and talk to people. There's usually about 20 people in there all the time. And you can also leave comments on YouTube, and people can answer them if they've left comments. My laundry room is in an old, dark basement. Any tips do you have to spruce it up where it doesn't look like a scary room? I feel like, it went over to another page. So hang a bulletin board up. Hang a bulletin board up and put your children's pictures or whatever. So you're looking at those things when you're in there. I was down in the basement last night, folding clothes and doing stuff while Robert was upstairs. And what are our marathons about? I just take old videos off of YouTube and put them in to a play format, and we just mix things up. Justin will do some recipes. I'll do some recipes. At Christmas, we did cookies a lot. Anyway. So the marathons are fun. And I'm usually in there commenting and talking to you. I don't get to comment while the show's going on because I'm running my mouth. What baby steps is the most important? Some days I struggle to get things done, so maybe I can focus on a certain step that is really recommended. Get up and get dressed to lace up shoes every day. Every day. That's going to change everything. Put your shoes on your feet. It's going to change everything. So put up some fun pictures. Maybe put up a poster. I mean, I have raw studs down there. And I put a pretty rug on the floor. Now it gets nasty because Robert comes in and out of the basement all the time. But I got to take my carpet sweeper down there. Okay. What is the best? Wait. There was stuff on the. There's more questions on the back. That's why I don't like the back. I miss them. I just moved in and not yet unpacked. Any tips? Unpack 5 boxes each day. And the box that the stuff is in, put the stuff you don't want, because you've packed things you don't want back in that box to either throw away or give away. And find a place for it. If you have to use Post-it notes to write down where you put things and label drawers and stuff, do it. Is it free to sign up to join FlyLady? Yes, it's free, and a lot of people are going to be signing up in the next week, y'all. January 1st, people go nuts wanting to get organized, and then they fall by the wayside like poinsettias, and we it's just people give up before they ever get started. It breaks my heart. Yes, it's free. You got to be willing to get our emails, though. How far out should we be meal planning at once? I'm normally coming up with dinner ideas at 4 p.m. Yeah, that's normal. Robert looks at me and said, "What are you feeding me for dinner?" I look at him and I said, "What are you going to get me for dinner?" Okay. When I was a young mother, I would take a sheet of paper like this, divide it into 5 sections across, because that was usually a calendar, and 7 down. And I did menu planning on this sheet of paper and put it on the refrigerator. And it wasn't a specific calendar per month. It was just 5 weeks of menu plans. And I would start at the top and then go through 5 weeks, and then we'd start over again. And I planned for leftovers, and it worked out really well. So I do 1 week. Do 1 week at a time. Tuesday is our day usually to do menu planning. Wednesday is anti-procrastination day. So if you didn't do it on Tuesday, do it on Wednesday. How do I get my husband on board with going to bed with a shiny sink? I clean it, but when I wake up, the sink is full again because of his dishes at night. Quit whining. If the kids put dishes in the sink, be thankful. If the husband puts dishes in the sink, be thankful. Now, if you want them to go in the dishwasher, you have to empty the dishwasher. Not wait till the last minute. And maybe put a sign up that says, "Put your dirty dishes in the dishwasher." But be thankful. The sink was clean when you went to bed. That was all you're supposed to do. What vegetables do you plan on growing this year? This will be my first time inspired by you. I think we're all going to be growing a lot of vegetables this year. And I love it when the seed catalogs come in. Hoss Tools has lots of seeds, and get online. I don't really get a seed catalog from them, but you can go online and look at their stuff, and you can start some seeds inside. I'm not good at that but I do have some heating pads that would go underneath some things, but I don't have enough moisture in the house to grow seeds. And I don't have a greenhouse. So last year I grew I've got strawberries that are doing really good right now. And I planted some strawberries. I grew some tomatoes. Didn't harvest it. I am sunshine deprived in the woods. I don't know how people grow things in the woods. I never had a lot of trees around me when Justin was little. But Justin loved to get out in the garden and he would plow with his tractors. And he'd just keep the ground all tilled up. And there would be one squash that was twice the size of all the other squash because he loved to plow around it. What's the best way to clean grout on a tile floor? I dread the process and hope you have an easier way. What you just got to mop it, and if you want to sit down on your butt with your rubber scrubber, or if you want to use your broom, that will clean grout. But you got to be careful and not dig the grout out. There's also some things you can paint the grout with if you want it white. Do you have any tips for cleaning an aluminum mini bond without taking it down? Roll it all the way and dust it. Dust it really good first, and then roll it up. I mean, put it where the blinds are going up and do the other side. And then you can take a purple rag or your multi-wand and some Windex and just get after it. But get the dusty part off first. Since you do swish and swipe daily, do you still have an occasional deep clean of your toilet and bowl? I have to wipe down the seat really well. And because, I'm over 60. Let's see. I don't really do a deep clean. My toilet stays clean. Okay. Y'all, look at us. That's all of them. I could pull another one out, but I'd have to reach down and get it. I might fall off my stool. Cleaning baseboards. Multi-Wand does a good job for cleaning baseboards. The rubber broom, the rubber sweeper, it's really good for getting the dusty part. And little kids, give them a rubber scrubber. They can't hurt anything. And let them scrub the baseboards around the floor. They're closer to it. Look for things that kids can do with you. So, y'all, have fun. Be good to yourself. Let's go to the Lord in prayer. Dear Father in heaven, please be with my dear sister as she's healing from this awful, awful, demonic attack on her skin. We rebuke that ailment that comes from the evil one to keep her from doing what she loves to do. Help all of my fly babies, all of our fly babies. So, Lord, please heal her skin in record time, and I know you'll do it. Thank you, Lord, for all my fly babies that are here on the show today. Keep them safe. Help them to jump into this new year with energy and strength to get things done and not to give up. All I ask of them is to declutter 15 minutes a day and to get dressed to lace up shoes and keep their sink clean and shiny. And they will see a huge difference in their lives this first month of 2024. We love you, Lord. We thank you for all that you do for us. In Jesus' holy name, we pray. Amen and amen. Okay, folks. I'll see y'all later. See you later. Bye.